has no boundaries when it comes to giving. When I wrote Give and Be Rich, I interviewed great givers and asked them questions about how rich they became by giving. Life has many currencies. Self-worth and relationships are rated amongst the most valued. Money is also important. When we give more, we receive more of the riches of life. But as life gets busy, we sometimes lose focus on the things that matter most and get busy doing things that matter least. I'd like to encourage you to keep giving at the top of your mind. In fact, I think that giving is the new sexy. Businesses that give are favored. People that give are admired, honored, and recognized. When we all have so much to give, and our giving can make such an incredible difference. Today I'm going to interview a guest who's just 11 years old and has recently won a prestigious Social Entrepreneur of the Year award from PARO Centre for Women's Enterprise. Social enterprise is an emergent and vital part of a strong economic community. The PARO Award for Social Entrepreneur of the Year went to a woman whose strategic plan and vision sought to address a social or environmental issue while generating profit. The triple bottom line of social enterprise is rooted in people, planet, and profit. I'd like to introduce Sophie Bywater, who's changing the world with her creative thinking and generous heart. Welcome, Sophie.
Thank you.
So Sophie, tell me about Habit Helpers.
So they're a flannel piece, and there's a marble inside, and you sew a maze through it, and you push the marble through the maze, and it's good for people with autism, ADHD, compulsive behavior, bad habits. My teacher really loves them because people like to hit the desks, but they just play with this and it really helps.
Wow, that's amazing. How did you come up with the idea for those?
Well, my aunt, she told us about it, and we spend some time doing it. Sometimes we have like sewing bees. We all have different jobs, and my aunts do the sewing. My sister helps the sewing. My mom and I, I iron, and my mom and I turn it inside out, put the marble through, test it, and poke the holes so that the corners aren't inside, and it's very fun.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you're actually in the manufacturing business.
Yeah.
So what do you do with the money?
Well, my first fundraise was for the Humane Society.
Okay.
And then I read an article about little girl Molly Onions,
Yeah.
and she needed a service dog because
Oh.
she was born with autism, many disabilities. Like, she also had nonverbal, fed through a tube, in a wheelchair, and so I raised money for her, and she got the service dog. His name's Preston.
Wow.
He's really cute.
How much is a service dog?
$30,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So where can people buy Habit Helpers?
Vested Interest in Rougarou.
In Callender, Ontario. Wonderful. So, you know, I wrote the book Give and Be Rich, and one of the things that I like to do is encourage people to give a little bit more. So I'm so inspired to meet such a young lady who's making such a big difference, and I just wondered, you know, what advice would you have for people to encourage them to do a little bit more?
Well, I would just say if you believe that you can do something, you can do it, and like no action's too small or too big. Just do it.
Wow, that's great advice, and hopefully a lot of people will watch this video and learn from you. I have a special gift for you, and it's a hardcover copy of my book. Not very many people have a hardcover, but if you open up the cover, there's something in there for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's to support your cause.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
Thanks.
Well, there you have it. Age has no boundaries when it comes to giving and making a difference. If we all could just find a problem as big as we are, or as big or small as our business is, and work to solve it, people, planet, and profit would be efficient, harmonious, and abundant. I hope this video interview has inspired you to dig in a little deeper and become rich in knowing how powerful and capable you are to be making a difference with a social or environmental issue. Remember two important things: giving is the new sexy, and your greatest leadership day is with Penny Tremblay.